This virus SCP can literally control you.
SCP-1363 presents a unique challenge to our understanding of biological hazards.
What's the challenge?
It's a highly contagious RNA virus, targeting human epithelial tissue with unsettling precision.
Oh no!
Initial exposure leads to the prodromal stage, where the infected report a metallic taste and persistent headaches. Within days,
No way!
unsettling lesions resembling scrape marks appear on their skin, though these are mysteriously painless.
Really?
It's during the
Why are they
chronic stage,
painless?
however, that
What even are
SCP-1363
they?
reveals its truly bizarre nature. The lesions evolve, forming coherent words
What
and
in the
sentences,
world?
apparently communicated
Yes,
by two
what?
distinct entities within the virus itself. Named SCP-1363-1-A and SCP-1363-1-B, these entities engage in conversation, seemingly possessing awareness and knowledge from the mid-20th century.
No way!
Specifically, around
They're having
nuclear
conversations on my
a vestige
skin?
of their origins at the Los Alamos National Laboratory.
That's
Their
gross.
amicable demeanor belies the virus's lethal potential, leading to severe systemic effects and, in some cases, death.
No,
This is
not
why
death. I
containment
don't want
is
to die
critical.
from that.
SCP-1363 not only infects bodies, but weaves itself into the fabric of histories, leaving despair in its wake. Understanding SCP-1363 is not just a matter of science, it's a race against history itself. In
A race against
1946,
history?
a small town draped in the gentle hues of morning,
This thing is
a young
freaking
girl with lively
vicious.
eyes and a skip in her step
The whole
made her
virus.
way to school. The path wound through quiet country roads, lined with the remnants of autumn's touch. As the young girl approached a narrow bend, she noticed a man ahead, staggering and mumbling to himself.
Oh no, he looks
His
like a
arms were
zombie.
covered in strange marks that seemed to shift and move.
Get away from that man.
Curious but cautious, the girl slowed her pace, her gaze fixed on the odd sight. The man, lost in his own world of discomfort, suddenly stumbled toward her. Reflexively,
run
the girl put up
away.
her hand to shield herself, brushing against one of the lesions on the man's arm. The contact
Oh, that's
was
not
brief.
good. It's probably
In that instant,
contagious.
her hand came away with a slick, unusual
Ew.
feeling. "Sorry, miss," the man gasped, clutching his head as he shuffled away, leaving the girl to stare after him, puzzled and slightly
He
scared.
just passed it on to
Once
her.
at school,
Why would she touch
rubbed
him?
her tired eyes with the same hand, unwittingly transferring whatever
Oh,
had lingered
no.
from the man's lesion. Throughout the day, a headache began to nag at her, growing in intensity. By the time she returned home, the discomfort was unbearable.
Oh my
Parents,
goodness.
noticing her distress at dinner, advised her to drink more water, thinking perhaps the day's play had left her dehydrated. "Drink up, sweetheart, it'll help," her mother said,
Will
pushing a
it?
glass
Will
of
it
water
help?
toward her.
I don't know.
The girl tried to comply, but the water did little to ease the pounding in her head. Later that evening, as she changed into her pajamas, her mother noticed small, scrape-like lesions forming on her arms. "What happened at school today? Did you fall?" her mother asked, concern knitting her brow.
She definitely didn't
"No,
fall.
Mommy," the girl whispered, her voice strained by the throbbing in her skull. "It just started hurting." Her parents exchanged worried glances, attributing the mysterious symptoms to a possible flu.
They're probably
and
so
decided to
confused.
monitor her overnight, hoping a good night's rest would bring improvement. The next morning,
Hopefully.
the young girl's struggle to concentrate in class became evident. Every whisper of a classmate, every scratch of a pencil on paper amplified her headache to unbearable levels. Her
Oh,
teacher, a
she was
kind
going
woman with
crazy.
a keen eye, noticed her distress. "You look pale," the teacher said, guiding her to the hallway. "Let's visit the nurse." In the nurse's office, the girl sat quietly, the fluorescent lights above seeming to pulse with each throb of her headache.
Yikes.
The nurse, a meticulous woman with years of experience, examined her carefully. She gently touched the lesions, her expression growing concerned. "How did you get these?" the nurse asked, her voice low. "I don't know," the girl murmured, her eyes downcast.
She touched that random
The
guy.
nurse's suspicion ticked up a notch. Something didn't feel right. She made a decision, her hand steady as she picked up the phone and dialed Child Social Services. "I think you need to see this," she said, glancing back at the girl with a mix of worry and determination.
Yeah, it's bad.
Later that day, a car pulled up to the family home. Social Services, accompanied by a police officer, approached the front door. The girl's parents met them, confusion turning to horror as the reason for the visit was explained. "We need to ensure her safety," the social worker explained, avoiding the parents' pleading eyes.
parents
as
are
they
probably
protested,
terrified.
tears streaming down their faces.
Because
No, you
why
don't
are
understand.
they
She
at their
refused,
house?
her mother cried out, gripping the social worker's arm. Her father, equally distraught, tried to reason. Please, she's just been ill. Let us take care of her. But their pleas went unheard. The girl,
Oh,
wrapped in a
no.
coat too big for her, looked back at her parents from the back seat of a social service
Wait, they're
vehicle.
taking her
face
away?
streaked with tears.
Oh no, the
her
parents are
small
probably
voice
so
lost
sad.
in the cold wind.
And I would be too, to be
At the
honest.
foster home, the girl found herself among strangers. Her symptoms, now evolving into whispered conversations from the lesions, went unnoticed by her overwhelmed foster parents. They overheard her murmuring responses to unseen voices and assumed she had conjured an imaginary friend to cope with her upheaval. "Who are
Oh
you
no,
talking to,
she's
dear?"
talking?
One
Who is she
foster
talking
parent
to?
asked, peering into her room late one night. "My arm," the little girl replied, staring at the shifting words on her arms, her voice
Ew.
a whisper of fear and fascination. The other foster children glanced at her with curiosity, but none understood the gravity of her conversations with the lesions, mistaking them for the whims of a troubled mind. One afternoon, an older foster child watched the girl whispering to her arms. His curiosity piqued. He approached
He's
her.
probably so
"What are you playing?"
confused.
he asked, eyeing the strange patterns on her skin. "It's not a
That's
game,"
gross.
she murmured, but he was too fascinated to heed her tone. "Can I try?" he insisted, reaching out to touch the lesions before she could stop him.
Oh no,
His
she's
fingers
gonna
traced
spread
the
it to
words,
him.
and he laughed. "Cool, it's like magic." But the laughter
I don't
soon
think it's
faded.
magic.
Within days, the boy started complaining of headaches and a weird taste in his mouth.
Oh
Not long
no.
after, similar lesions appeared on his skin, whispering secrets only he could hear. Meanwhile, the school nurse, who had been feeling increasingly unwell, noticed similar symptoms in herself. Remembering
God,
the
it's
girl and the
spreading
lesions,
everywhere.
she grew alarmed. With shaking hands, she dialed the CDC, her voice urgent as she described the symptoms and her fears. "Something's very wrong," she explained. "It's like the disease is spreading through words." Under the guise
It
of public health
is.
officials, SCP Foundation
What a
agents
weird
arrived in the town,
disease.
their presence calm yet
This is
authoritative.
scary.
They moved with purpose, observing the behaviors and interactions of the townsfolk, especially those showing the mysterious symptoms of SCP-1363. The agents meticulously gathered data, blending in yet remaining apart, their notes becoming a catalog of the unfolding epidemic. It didn't take long for them to confirm the presence of an anomalous infectious agent. The designation SCP-1363 was quickly applied, and the real work began. "Initiate containment protocol,"
no.
one agent instructed, speaking into a concealed microphone. Teams of Foundation personnel, donned in biohazard suits, began the somber task
gotta
of
get this
rounding
virus
up
outta
affected
here.
individuals. The girl,
Unless it
her
gets to
symptoms
them,
now
I don't
fully
know.
manifest, and the observant school nurse were among the first to be escorted to waiting, unmarked vans. Inside the containment facilities, the atmosphere was tense but controlled. Researchers and doctors worked in sterile rooms, their movements deliberate, covered from head to toe in protective gear.
Oh
They
no.
examined each
Yeah, it's
patient
really
with precision,
serious.
careful to
What
avoid
in the
any
world?
contact that
They
might
have her
spread the contagion to
hooked up on all
themselves.
that stuff?
Back in the town,
Like she's a
subtle
crazy
quarantine
person.
was enforced. The once lively streets grew quiet, the usual bustle replaced by the occasional sight of Foundation personnel and their unmarked vehicles. Residents peeked from behind curtains, their whispers filling the air with rumors and fear. "What's happening?" one townsperson asked another as they watched another neighbor being escorted away by suited figures. "I heard
Oh
it's
my
some new kind of
gosh.
flu," the other replied, their voice low, tinged with
A
uncertainty.
new kind
and
of flu?
fear.
I think
As
it's
the
a little bit
Foundation's
worse
presence
than that.
became more noticeable, the reality of the situation began to sink in for the townsfolk. They were at the epicenter of something far beyond ordinary, a mysterious illness that could no longer be ignored. The town, now under the watchful eye of the Foundation,
It's spreading
braced
to
itself
everybody.
as the quiet quarantine tightened, a protective grip that
Oh
held
my
both
goodness.
safety
That
and a
looks
whisper
so
of
gross.
something darker. At the containment center, the hum of scientific activity filled the air as researchers monitored the progression of SCP-1363 in its various stages. The atmosphere was tense, each team member aware of the
Oh, she's
unusual and
crazy.
dangerous nature of their subject. In a secured observation room, a Foundation doctor prepared to interview the lesions on the girl's arms. The setup was unusual. A camera focused on the girl's limbs, a microphone poised to catch every whisper from the sentient marks.
Oh my
"Let's begin,"
goodness.
the doctor said, his voice steady despite the surreal task. He addressed the legions directly, pen in hand, ready to record their responses. "Can you understand me?" The lesions shifted, forming words that appeared on the girl's skin.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness!
they replied, the word slowly morphing on her arm. How are you able to communicate? The doctor continued, his fascination tempered.
I didn't even know they do want to communicate with the virus
Through her,
with
the
another
lesions formed a
person.
reply, indicating their host. The doctor noted the response, then asked another question. What do you want? Exist, the lesions spelled out. A simple, yet
Exist?
chilling
What does that
response
mean?
that made the room's temperature feel a degree colder. As the interview proceeded, the researchers behind the observation glass took meticulous notes, their faces a mix of curiosity and concern.
They're probably
Each
terrified.
answer was analyzed.
We have never
Theories
seen
whispered
something like
back and
this
forth
before.
about the implications of this communicative ability. The girl, for her part, sat quietly, her expression one of resigned discomfort. She had grown used to the odd sensations of her own skin speaking, yet the fear of what it meant lingered in her eyes. The session continued, with the doctor gently probing for more information about the origins and desires of SCP-1363-1, the entities living within the virus. Each answer brought them closer to understanding, yet the truth of SCP-1363 remained elusive, shrouded in biological mystery. As the day wound down, the researchers
That's crazy how they're
compiled
just
their
able to talk to
findings,
it like
the data,
that.
a mix of scientific breakthrough and haunting medical anomaly. The containment center buzzed with the energy of discovery and the somber acknowledgement of the path ahead. The girl was returned to her room, her arms still whispering secrets only the Foundation could now hear. As we've seen, SCP-1363 is not just a medical anomaly. It's a window into the complexity of infectious diseases and their
It
potential
really is a
interactions
window.
with human psychology. After
That's
the acute and
terrifying.
chronic stages, the virus enters what we will call the convalescent stage.
What would you do if you had
This
this virus?
is where the levels of SCP-1363
I don't even know
in the
what I
blood
would
begin
do, to be
decline,
honest.
leading to a gradual resolution of symptoms. Most subjects recover fully within a month, but let's not underestimate the psychological scars left behind. The virus fades, but the impact lingers. Survivors often report episodes of anxiety, nightmares, and in some
Anxiety?
cases, continued hallucinations. It's a
Oh
stark
my
reminder
god,
of
that's
the virus's
terrifying. That's
potency.
so scary.
Now, let's talk containment. SCP-1363 is currently contained at Bioresearch Site 101 under the highest biosecurity protocols. The containment unit is designed to prevent any possibility of outbreak, with multiple redundancies in place.
Oh,
Every
really?
precaution is taken to ensure that SCP-1363 does not leave the confines of its containment cell. This includes specialized air filtration systems, double-sealed doors, and regular health screenings for all personnel involved in its management. The
Okay.
outbreak of 1946 taught us valuable lessons in containment and crisis management. We've applied these lessons to enhance our protocols, ensuring the safety of the public and the integrity of our research.
Well, that's good.
As we continue to study SCP-1363, our goal remains clear: understand, contain, and mitigate. The stakes are high,
Okay.
but so is our commitment to safeguarding
That
humanity.
is terrifying.
This concludes our briefing. Remember, vigilance is key, unless you want your next rash spelling out your secrets.
No thanks.